How many of you feel like you give so much to others, you have nothing left for yourself? And it's leaving you feeling like you're stressed out and tired. How many of you feel like that? Does that sort of capture you? It's the most common thing I hear these days. Well, you may need a good, hearty dose of self-care. You know, it's a buzzword now, right? Self-care. Everyone's talking about it, but no one's actually doing it. That's the problem, guys. What does it really mean to do self-care? So the reason I think folks don't get it is that they don't really know what it is. So I've asked Renata to join us today because she's heard of self-care. So speak for the audience if you don't mind. In your opinion, what is self-care?
So, I heard about it on Pinterest and I've seen it in magazines and a lot of people are talking about it, but what the heck is it? What is self-care?
All right, so I'm going to walk you through some pictures. Come on over
here.
And I want you to pick an example of what you think might be self-care. Because you mentioned you see it posted online, all places.
Yeah.
People put pictures of themselves in bubble baths, right? Is that what you think self-care is? Or maybe not just luxuriating in bubble bath, but actually indulging in a little bit of chocolate. Dark chocolate, of course.
Of course.
Right? Dark chocolate. Or it could be savoring some wine, your favorite. Which of those would be truly self-care for you?
Okay, so I think I want to go ahead and pick the bubble bath because a person that has a lot of time to, take care of themselves has time to do a bubble bath. So maybe the bubble bath.
So you need time to do self-care?
You need time, yeah.
You all think that, is that what you all think? You need time to do self-care? Right? And that might be the big obstacle? So, it could be the bubble bath. I'm not saying that's not for you, but I actually read a quote recently that might resonate with you. That I thought was pretty cool. And here's the quote. It said, true self-care is not about salt baths. It's not about chocolate cake. It's making the choice to build a life you don't need to regularly escape from.
Okay.
Don't have to regularly escape from. No one knows how to build that world better than my good friend Cheryl Richardson. How are you, Cheryl? Renata, Cheryl.
Hello.
She's author of the new book, Waking Up in Winter, where you're dressed warmly in this image.
Yes.
Now, let me just start with that fundamental insight that I'm struggling with right now, but I think makes a lot of sense. You have to live a life that you don't need to escape from. What does that mean?
It's a really great statement, actually, because I think most people feel like they want to escape from their lives, and the number one reason is not enough time.
Not enough time.
Right? Don't have enough time for myself, for the things that are important to me. And I just think it's important for people to remember the words self-care. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. I mean, my husband would tell you, I am so much better to be around when I take care of myself.
It's kind to those around you.
It really is.
So Cheryl says one of the most important lessons of self-care is learning how to disappoint people. Listen to this, disappoint people are not that. You're not very good at that. She always has got things she's got to do with her friends, always obligations.
Yeah.
Why is disappointing people a good thing? It seems so paradoxical, so contrary.
I know. You know what, Mehmet? The reality is you can't live a good life unless you're willing to hurt people's feelings, piss them off, or disappoint them. That's just the truth. But I'm not saying to do that maliciously. What stops most people from disappointing others or saying no or setting limits is two things. Number one, I don't know about you, but I hate to be disappointed. I hate it. I've hated it since I was a little girl. Yeah. So I don't want to do it to anyone else.
Right. I don't expect anything because I don't want to be disappointed.
That's right. Exactly right. We could do a whole show just on that statement right there, right?
No expectations,
yeah,
no
exactly. But the other thing that prevents us from setting boundaries and carving out time for ourselves is the language to disappoint people with grace and love. Because, at our core, we really are loving people. We want to take care of each other. So give me an example. Like, can you think of a time when you maybe should have disappointed someone when you didn't?
Oh my goodness. So there was this one time a friend called and she's like, can I get a ride? And I was like, well, I have a lot to do. All right, so let's make it quick. You know what happened, right? So I gave her a ride and that quick turned into 4 or 5 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my whole day was busted. I couldn't get the stuff that I wanted to do done all because I couldn't say no. And I was being nice and didn't want to disappoint her.
Yeah. That nice girl's going to rob you of your life.
Okay.
Well, so here's the thing. So in a situation like that, I think what's really important to remember is this. I'll just give you some language that you can use generally in a lot of different situations. So it might be that you say to your friend, you know what, in an effort to really honor our friendship, I need to be honest with you. As much as I'd love to take you, pick you up and take you for that ride, I just can't. Now, here's the important thing after that. You keep your mouth shut. And if they give you a hard time about it, you just keep going back to the truth in an effort to be honest. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and put it back. And make sure I put the baby sugar honey on it. That'll work good too.
Well, listen, I'll
Baby
I'll
sugar
add that
honey.
to my script.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
Baby sugar honey.
Baby sugar honey.
Baby sugar
okay,
honey.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think I can do it as well as you, though.
Okay.
So once we learn how to set limits, once we learn how to say no, the next thing Cheryl says you got to do is to create a self-care bowl. Please define this for everybody.
Well, it's just a way to keep track of, to almost create an inventory of things that you can do in a 5 to 20 minute period of time where you can start to practice self-care.
Okay.
So
So what would you put in your list? What's an idea that you might want to indulge in?
Okay, so I like to get on the floor, lie on the floor, and look at the ceiling and just meditate or just daydream. That's soothing for me. Yeah.
It's simple. I like to jump on the bed.
I like to get really low because I'm always high, so I like to get really low and just look up.
All right,
That's
so
fabulous.
we gave everyone a head start by making a list in a self-care bowl of all of these ideas. So, audience, you've got them over there. Let me walk over and see what you guys are pulling out. And these are just examples that we're giving everyone in America to have as a typical self-care activity. So, go ahead.
Complete a random act of kindness.
Oh, random act of kindness. How about a hug to me? Yeah, random act of kindness. What's yours?
Okay.
Write a thank you note to someone just because.
Just because. Random act of kindness.
Go for a walk with your earbuds and pretend you're in your own movie.
Yeah, why not? Music turns you on and you're exercising.
Buy or pick yourself some flowers just because.
Some flowers. Like the big, just because is a good explanation, by the way.
Turn your phone off for a few hours.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're not going to try that one. What I'm trying to process here, and we're all getting it, is you're not running from life. You're doing stuff that's kind for you so you can take care of the people around you, which is what resonates to, I hope, to a lot of you at home. So we're going to make this really easy for you. We're going to put a full list of the most clever self-care activities we can come up with on DrOz.com. I want you to print it out, add your own to it, share it back with us so we can get the whole conversation going, and then pick one a day that you can do for yourself. Because remember, take care of yourself. Everyone around you is going to like you more. It's better for them as well. When we come back, there are 3 self-care secrets that real women have added to their regimen that have transformed their lives that I want you to hear about. We are talking self-care today. You know, it's the buzzword. You hear it everywhere, but you're not really doing much of anything about it, are you? So to give you a head start, I brought in a real woman, several of them actually, who have the self-care secrets they say reduced their stress and brought them happiness. Cheryl Richardson is back to coach us through this as well. And we're going to start with Ashley, whose self-care secret is just to do something for the sheer joy of it. Is that enough? Where'd you get that idea from, Ashley? What does that mean?
Well, as a mom and as a busy individual, you can feel bombarded with feeling like you have to take on everyone else's problems, everyone else's issues. And with painting, it's no deadline, it's effortlessly, you don't have to feel pressured. And just taking a time out just as a mother, something as simple as playing with your kids' Legos, building something, having a mommy time out, it's effortlessly. Get creative.
You're into that painting. I love it. She's completely focused. So how does it work? Why does focusing on something that seems on the surface selfish, doing something that you enjoy, represent self-care at its best?
Yeah, you know, most women make a career out of completing their to-do lists. Like, they actually get joy from checking off items, like men too.
Yes.
And I think that what women really need is experiences of timelessness, which is what you're talking about, being able to do something that's joyful, lowers stress hormones, strengthens the immune system, and really helps teach us to make this more part of our life on a regular basis.
Well, keep painting. Enjoy yourself. Thanks, Ashley. Yeah. All right, next up, Amanda's got a self-care secret, which is the shower with the lights off, with nothing on.
Yeah.
Closed lights, nothing on.
Yep.
What's the benefit of not having the lights on?
It's just de-stresses you. You just feel the water and you hear the water, and it's just me time.
You put a mat in the floor so you don't fall and hurt yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, Renata. Renata.
Is this the shampoo?
You were in on this. Renata, you're a bad apple.
Is this the shampoo,
Oh,
honey?
my goodness. This is not self-care. This is the opposite. This is bad care for the doctor.
Listen, the lights are out, honey. Okay?
So, what are your other morning self-care rituals that don't get beaten up and scared to death in the morning here? That was naughty of you. Naughty, naughty, naughty.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Laughter is a really great
Laughter,
form of self-care.
Come on over. Since you're here, walk over here with us, Renata. Now, I want you to all think about this one. It's important. A pleasure list for the end of the day that you ought to make as you're lying in bed at night, just before you pass out. And this is something that you actually start doing yourself. yourself.
Yeah. Well, I took a big risk this time. I've written a lot of self-help books, and this time I decided to publish an actual journal that shows women what I do to take care of myself, especially when life is crazy. And one of the most important things I did for a whole year was I made a list of 10 things that brought me pleasure that day, every single night. And they could just be a whole bunch of different things, playing with my cat, holding my husband's hand when we're going to dinner, whatever it might be. And what it did is it just made me more aware of pleasure. And it showed me that very small things that don't cost a lot of money can have a huge impact in someone's life.
And there's more than you think. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.